Hello everyone, welcome to a little day in the life, what I know day as a non-diet dietitian. Of course, thank you so much to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. I'm currently on holiday in Florida with my family, though I am definitely still working. So I thought I would take you guys with me on a random day of my life as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a dietitian, as a perfectly imperfect human, just trying my best to balance it all without burning out. Also, huge disclaimer that this is my diet on a random day. It is not meant to be duplicated. It is not meant to serve as some kind of instruction manual of how you should eat. My needs are unique to myself and also will change day to day just based on how I'm feeling or what I'm doing. So please speak to a registered dietitian about your unique needs. But first, coffee. Actually, truth be told, I've already had a latte this morning, plus some random leftover bites from my kids' breakfast. It was a night. Last night, my kids were up about a million gazillion times. And the morning ended with me putting my 3.5-year-old in the car in the pitch black, trying to drive him around the neighborhood, trying to get him back to sleep. Like literally haven't done that since my first son had colic at 3 months. So yeah, if I'm not forming sentences coherently today, it's because I haven't had a whole lot of sleep. And I'm also on like an ADHD medication vacation, as they call it, though also my Vyvanse was kind of causing my hair to thin and fall out. So I DC'd that and I still have not found a medication that does the job for me. It is a journey, as a lot of you guys know. But the kids are out of the house, so I'm gonna do a quick little floor workout in the cramped space that I have just to get my body moving, because I know that I'll probably feel a lot more energized and a little bit, like I can start my day on a good note if I get a little joyful movement. Let's do it. Okay, if this is not mom life, I don't know what is. So I have a few essentials that I have here in Florida since we come here every year. This is not my usual gym. I just try to get what I can done, and basically I use what I've got available. So I've got some little ankle weights. I've got a selection of bands here, some of which my kids have ripped because they like to do their own floor workouts, aka they just like basically try to shoot these and launch them at each other. And then I have some very light kind of weights. Ooh, these ones feel heavy today. I guess that means I'm tired. But you know what I say, any movement is good movement. So let's get her done. Not the most intense workout, but I feel better, all right? Now it is actually coffee time. So let's get caffeinated and make some breakfast. So I got a strange, specific way I like my coffee. I do like 2/3 soy milk, 1/3 unsweetened almond milk, and a little splash of this oat caramel macchiato creamer. Yeah. It's really delicious. It doesn't have a ton of sweetness. I do not like sweet things. It just has like a hint of flavor. And it's got 1 gram of added sugar. I got this at Thrive Market too. All right, let's try. Okay, I was needing a full-on hunger crushing combo this morning because lack of sleep always makes me hungry. So I got my water, I got my protein berry smoothie situation, I got my latte. Most important thing. And okay, here in the States, you guys have so many different convenience breakfast options, and I'm seriously obsessed with breakfast sausages. So I got these turkey maple breakfast sausages. They've got 9 grams of protein in 3, which I thought was pretty good, and I love that you can put them in the microwave. They're so good. Okay, so we talk about my hunger crushing combo a lot on my channel, and I know that it has completely revolutionized how so many of you think about food and how you build a balanced meal without restricting. And a lot of you will ask me, okay, Abby, how much fiber, how much protein, how many grams of fat do I need? And that's the thing, this is highly individualized and really will depend on your unique body, but also your goals. You know, the beauty of working within a framework like this is that there aren't exact rules to follow. There aren't exact numbers that you need to be abiding by. If there was, that doesn't even make sense. That's why diets don't necessarily work, because there is no one size fits all model. So the beauty of this is that you get to tweak it based on how your body responds. But generally speaking, for me, at breakfast, protein is always my number 1 priority. As you can see, I really need to focus on protein. And that is true for a lot of folks. I mean, we have ample evidence that having a protein-rich breakfast first thing really helps to stabilize hunger hormones and prevent overeating or, a ton of cravings later on throughout the day. So yeah, protein is always going to be king in the satiety hierarchy and is particularly important if you're trying to lose weight or manage your weight, which obviously I'm not, but I know a lot of you watching may be. Now, fiber, also really important for me, especially me because I have IBS-C. And basically, I always find that my digestion gets really thrown for a loop when I travel, and that's true for a lot of folks. So I pay extra attention to getting in fiber when I'm traveling. And then the fat really helps to contribute the satisfaction with the satiety factor. It really contributes to that feeling like, I'm done now. I can move on. That felt really good. So for me, especially breakfast, I really focus in on getting all the components. Oh, but my husband is now calling me. Probably an emergency with the children. So I'm gonna go deal with that, finish my breakfast, and I'll meet you on the flip side. Okay, daily supplements. So one of the things I like to do, not just when I'm traveling, but in general, is I put all my medication and my supplements in a pill pack a month at a time. So that way I only have to schlep out all my medications and I have to refill them only once a month. And I don't have to think about it constantly. It's such an ordeal if you have to schlep everything out to remember everything you're trying to take at what time. It's not realistic. So if you are trying to start a supplement regimen and to stick to it as a New Year's resolution kind of situation, pill packs save the day. It's like meal prep, but for your supplements. You know what I'm saying? All right. Because I put them all in at one time, it's not like I probably can't even tell you what's in here, but I'll give you a sense of generally what I take in the morning. Omega-3, very important in general because most people do not get enough omega-3s, but especially important if you have ADHD. And this is a vitamin D, A, K. I've got a couple probiotics. I've got a spore-forming probiotics and Saccharomyces probiotic. Of course, I've got my anti-anxiety. I've got Chase Tree, which is for regulating my cycle, and oil of oregano, which is something I take every day, twice a day, as kind of like a maintenance to prevent SIBO reoccurrence. It's for my IBS. So that's kind of what I take generally in the day in morning time. So yeah, that's my supplement regimen. Please do not duplicate this. This is not for anybody else but for me, based on extensive research, knowing my exact needs, lots of blood work, knowing and understanding how nutrition impacts all of my different diagnoses. So definitely work with a registered dietitian if you're trying to determine a supplement regimen for yourself. Big disclaimer there. Okay, folks, delivery time here. Let me tell you about my sponsor, Thrive Market. So this time of year is very challenging for a lot of people because, we're extra motivated to eat well and take care of our bodies, but the price of groceries right now is kind of insane. But if you haven't heard about Thrive Market, get excited because it has really changed the game for me. Thrive Market is an amazing online membership-based grocery store that aims to make health-focused specialty products more affordable and accessible to everyone. They're a one-stop shop offering foods and snacks, eco-friendly kitchen and cleaning supplies, beauty items, supplements, home goods, and everything in between. Most of the year I live in Canada, but as soon as I get here to the States, I order my Thrive box because there are just so many amazing products that you really cannot get anywhere else. Basically, you can filter by over 90 different diets, lifestyles, and values like vegan, fair trade, gluten-free, and more. They have an amazing selection of sustainable seafood, wine, and nutritious snacks that my kids adore. And every time I order, I discover a new handful of delicious products that really just become staples for us. And the best part is all of the items are less expensive than traditional retail, they price match, and members make back their annual $60 membership in savings. And if for whatever reason you don't, Thrive will credit you the difference. I also love their commitment to sustainability. Not only is shipping on orders over $49 free, but everything is delivered with carbon neutral shipping and from their zero waste warehouses. Another thing I really love about Thrive is that for every paid annual membership, the Thrive Gives initiative gives away a free membership to a low-income family, teacher, and or veteran. There's really so many reasons to feel good about ordering from Thrive. So if you want to save some money on really unique, healthy products this year, check out the link in my description, thrivemarket.com/Abbey Sharp to get 30% off of your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to be on holiday right now, but this is going to be one of the most chaotic months of my entire career. I am weeks away of the pre-launch of something that I hope you guys know about by now. And if you don't, it's probably because I've hit my 10,000th roadblock and I'm about to murder someone.
And I will not be bullied by that.
Also, I'm pitching my second book right now, which if you guys don't know, if you're new here, if you haven't been around for the last few years, my cookbook, the Mindful Glow cookbook, is celebrating its 5-year anniversary, which is crazy that that was 5 years ago. And I have another very exciting venture that I'm working on right now. I don't think I can talk about it yet, but hopefully very, very, very soon. I don't know. All of this cryptic will make sense soon, hopefully, if it doesn't already. But meanwhile, there's like so much website copywriting and approvals and scripts and content planning. Honestly, I need a clone. I asked for one for Christmaka, but I did not get it. It was disappointing to say the least. Let's get to it. Okay, so one of the things I've learned over the past few months about my ADHD is that I really need to take frequent movement breaks throughout the day if I want to be able to like work and be efficient with my work. So I thought I'd kind of go for a little walk down the street, picked myself up some lunch. I could have made lunch myself, obviously, but as we've established, I'm tired, okay? And I've got too many things to do. I'd rather spend this time with my kids than making myself every single meal in the day from scratch. Not to mention, I find like whenever we're traveling, most of what's in the fridge is like breakfast foods, and snacks, and foods that are for specific family dinner meals. So typically when we're traveling, I will do like one meal out a day, right? So whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, we're usually home for dinners. We go out a couple times a week max, but it's harder with the kids. So yeah, it often becomes too wasteful to make every single meal from scratch because I don't have every spice that I need, I don't have every condiment that I need. You know, it just gets too wasteful otherwise when you don't have a solid routine and plan. And I was craving me some Greek salad. Let's sit down. I love the Greek salad from this place. That's we've been going to for years, but I love that they have the chickpeas in here for plant-based protein, plus the chicken. So I kind of have like a double dose, double duty situation going on. Super satiating. And I will eat anything with feta on it, honestly. You can give me a rubber shoe. I'll eat it if you give me enough feta. One thing I don't love though is all this styrofoam and plastic. Like Florida, get with the times. You can't even buy a plastic bag back home in Canada. Never mind get like every single drink and takeout and plastic and styrofoam. It's not good, it's not good. That's the one thing that kind of turns me off of ordering in all the time when I'm traveling. But generally speaking, I usually try to get in like a salad a day, whether it's like a meal salad or a side salad, especially at lunch, because like I said, you know, fiber is typically harder to get in when you're traveling. And I'm always craving fresh, crunchy, cold salads when it's hot outside in Florida. I don't always have the same cravings when I'm like at home freezing my buns off in the Toronto blizzard of a winter. But I'm not gonna make you watch me eat this whole thing. I don't know. If you're anything like my husband, you probably want to murder me from the crunching. So we will put that on you.
Much later.
Oh, I crushed that. I don't like raw tomatoes. Kill me, okay? Tomatoes in salad, gross. It's just like slime in salad. Please argue with me in the comments. But yeah, most tomatoes are not good, right? If I get a tomato from, if I'm in Italy, I'm eating the tomatoes. But yeah, here in Canada. That said, your girl cannot live on salad alone. And while I feel satiated, I'm feeling not 100% satisfied because I didn't really have any carbs here. So I went to my kids' snack stash. They seem to like these. They're called Yes Bars. Yes, please. They got nuts, dried fruit, seeds, spices, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of plant-based protein. They're actually really good. And just enough sweetness to really like give me that sweet end of a meal kind of experiment. They're good. Okay, so I got a couple calls I gotta get to. I just got a million emails come through where is hitting the fan. So if you don't know what projects I'm talking about by the time this video goes live, it's because we've hit another big roadblock. But yeah, I'm gonna go see the kiddos in a few hours, so I really gotta get this stuff done. But you know, the reason I don't show my kids here is because I am vehemently against family vlogging, or really sharing any identifying information about children on the internet without their consent. And as far as I'm concerned, a 3 and a 5-year-old cannot really consent to being Instagram influencers. It doesn't matter if you have 100 followers or 100,000 followers, the internet is not a safe place. Not to mention, my kids never consented to being part of my content. I have no right to profit off of them like I see so many family vloggers do. I really want them to build their own online identities when they are ready to do so, not for the whole world to know everything about them before they even hit puberty. It's gross. So yeah, it is a hard no for me. But I will humble brag for a minute. Look at this. My 5-year-old made this all by himself. It's a 9-year-old Lego project. He did it all by himself in less than, a couple hours per day for 2 days. I was really hoping this was going to last our entire vacation because it's expensive. It's like a 900-piece Lego kit. But no. He just blasted through it. And I can't even read 1 page of instructions, so.
You have no benefit at all. Move down to the top. I got it. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I in your way?
But yeah, that's the most you're gonna get from me about my kids until they're ready to have their own channel, which I will definitely discourage. All right, it is officially mom o'clock. I'm gonna go catch up with the kiddos at the beach for a few before I head back to make dinner. All right, folks, let's make dinner. We're gonna do one of like an Abbey staple, I guess you could say. This is like one of the easiest meals that I make for my family. It's probably also one of my personal favorites. So we're gonna do braised cabbage and apples with barbecue chicken sausages and with some roasted potatoes. This is my favorite. My kids love them. My kids call them mama potatoes. That's apparently what a signature move they've become. Look how cute these are. They're nibblers, they call them. So sweet. All right, let's boil those. So I just boil them until they're fork tender, dice them in half or quarters, and normally I pan fry them with some butter in a cast iron skillet at home, but I don't have one here. So I just throw them onto a baking sheet and I added a little melted butter and lots of fleur de sel, and I roasted it at 450 degrees until golden brown. Normally I might saute an onion here, but I am working with the bare bone holiday kitchen situation. So I just throw in a head of shredded cabbage straight into the pot, add a little bit of water, finely dice a green apple and add that in, add lots of pepper, salt, balsamic vinegar, and balsamic glaze, and a little maple syrup, and I pop the lid on until it simmers. You gotta taste it. Oh, I forgot the mustard. Very important. I usually do like a straight up grainy Dijon and like lots of it, but I don't have that here. So we're doing, honey mustard, which just went on the floor behind me. Nice. It smells so good. Okay, so these say keep frozen, and you can just toss it on the grill because they're already cooked, which we love. But yeah, one link has 13 grams of protein. Amazing. And my picky toddler does love chicken sausages, so hopefully this will be a hit. Oh, it's windy today. I'm going to miss barbecuing in January. Floridians, you got some good weather. I'll give you that. Okay, but random Canadian thought here. Please tell me I'm not alone in this, but does anybody else feel like the shape of Florida looks like a every single time I see a sign with like the Florida outline on it driving down the A1A, I literally think it's an upside down and I'm like, what? Are we allowed to shoot on this highway, not shoot on this highway? I mean, what is happening here? But no, it's just Florida. Anyone else? Well, the sausages look good. This grill has seen better days, despite how much I try to clean it. Okay, dinner is served. I'm gonna ring the old dinner bell. What the? You can tell that I'm tired, right? And get the old kids in here. So I'm gonna sign off before they start making their appearances because #privacy. And I'll meet you after the kids go to bed. Also, I just realized that I had pre-cooked chicken sausages twice today. I had the breakfast ones and then I had these, but judging myself for taking cooking shortcuts on my holiday is literally the last thing I'm going to do. Plus, I'm super proud of myself for fueling my body with lots of satiating protein and colorful fruits and veg. Let's not be so hard on ourselves. I think this is a great meal. All right, get unready with me. My skincare routine while I'm away is not exactly what it is at home. I've got a lot more products, including some prescriptions, retinol. I don't really use retinol here. Oh my goodness, get ready for the most unflattering light in this bathroom of all time. But what I'm using here is the Proven cleanser. They sponsored one of my videos, and so I really got into using their products, and actually they've been working really great for me. So love that for us. I don't have clean face cloths, so don't judge me. I'm just gonna ruin this towel with all my makeup. If you have sensitive skin or sensitive eyes, I really like this makeup remover. And also it's small, so it's easy to bring with me. But it's more like a balm, so it's like a cream. It doesn't dry out your eyes or your skin. Get ready for raccoon eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that is scary. All right, next step. Currently, I'm using this face serum by Naked and Thriving. I really like the texture. I switch it up though. I mean, I get sent so many great products, so basically every few weeks I'm trying something new. So as long as it doesn't cause any adverse effects, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Go with what they send me, really. I don't have to buy a lot. What else? Oh, this is my eye cream, Shiseido. Everything's, my fingers are so greasy I can barely open the eye. You gotta grease, like if you don't look like a glazed Krispy Kreme, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. And then this is the Triple Lipid SkinCeuticals. Blazer up, baby. All right, time for a snack. Okay, kids are down for now until somebody has a nightmare for the millionth time. But I've taken my supplements and my sleep medication. Basically, the only difference from the morning till now is I take magnesium before bed, and then I always take my fiber supplement before bed as well, again, because I have IBS-C, really important for me. I got my essential reading as a Swiftie, and I always have a pretty substantial bedtime snack. Something that's got protein, fiber, and healthy fats, aka my hunger crushing combo. And that's because I have a really severe history of insomnia, and the last thing I ever want to do is to wake up in the middle of the night hungry, because it really can throw me for a loop, and it really can just like throw off my whole routine, and it can take weeks to get back on track. I've got Greek yogurt here. I either do Greek yogurt or cottage cheese before bed, typically, as my protein source, with some fiber-rich fruit and puffins, which is one of my favorite higher fiber cereals. And then I got this snack mix from Thrive as well, and it looks really, really yummy. So I'm gonna check that out. I always like to have like a shelf stable snack beside my bed, just in case I do get hungry. The worst thing is having to get out of bed, going to the fridge, opening up that bright fridge. It really just screws up your circadian rhythm. So yeah. It's got like dried fruit in it. Super crunchy. I was like, what does uniquely crunchy mean? These are very crunchy, I guess because they're sprouted. Hollow core crunch. Very cool. Well, on that note, guys, that is all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave me a comment below and like this video if you want to see more of these real life, day in the life, wedding days, just a slice of life situations. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time on Abbey's Kitchen. Bye.